हॅलो जराने गेट बंद करून घ्या. सोसायटीच्या बाहेर कोणी असेल तर प्लीज टेम्पलच्या बाहेर जा. ठीक आहे, मला वाटतं आता आपण मीटिंग चालू करायला हरकत आहे. तर आपण मागच्या मीटिंगचा MOU मधून स्टार्ट करूया.
Hello, welcome everyone. To start this meeting, we'll have a broad overview of this meeting. Hello. We will go to the MOU of the last general body meeting, followed by the agenda of this particular meeting, in which we have a trial balance sheet, which will be presented by Gaikwad sir. Is this okay? Then the temple operations will be presented by Anil Pimpar. Then we have this disposal of the scrap, which will be presented by Chandra. Then we have legal advisor, Anil will present it. After that we have we have allocated a slot for Vivek, Nanavadikar and Hello. So, the third slot we have allocated for Vivek, Nanavadikar and MC20 for garbage segregation and vegetable vendor selections. Fourth, we will take up some points from the MC members. We will take a decisions there. Fifth will be the questions from all members. Sixth will be basically Anil Pimpar would update on the book history. Hello. Let's go with the MOM of the special general body meeting, which the last one which was held on 31st July 2016. First thing we actually did an MOM of the previous EGM, which was held on 15th April 2016. We read the resolution of those and got it approved. Second point was society spending it was done. So we took an approval for signatures for 7th the Sarmar and city service, and this is in progress. Third was basically approval of the new members, basically Mrs. Ravati, Niviti Patil, Ashwini Sriharsha Kosti, and Lalita Rektikant Tirmade, which was approved by general body. Fourth was we did put a notice about one open rack in the MC meeting, for which we have received two nominations. One was Anil Pimpar and Pankaj Agarwal. And Pankaj Agarwal withdrew his nomination due to his personal reason, and general body approved Mr. Anil Pimpar as one of the MC members. Fifth, the approval to carry out the statutory audit for 2013, 14, 14, 15 and 15, 16. We did take an approval for PJ Pawar to do carry out 3 years. However, the MC has issued the appointment letter on year-by-year basis, so that we actually complete 1 year, place the audit report to the general body and take an approval and then go for the next year. Since this was about this consumer code, in consumer court, we actually decided to wait for the first notice given to the builder, and response time was 15 days. And it was actually decided to wait for the response and take the next decision. For this, Arthur will actually present the status on that. 7th, we took an approval of voluntary contribution of 500 rupees for this year's cultural activities. 8th was actually temple handover, and this is temple handover is actually completed in the first part. We have got the operation of the temple committee by the new subcommittee. There were two things. One was the security guard. We additionally took an approval of the security guard for temple, and MC reviewed that, and we have just kept one security right now for the temple. Secondly, it was also approved that donation boxes would be closed and the main gate of the temple would be closed. For this, the we take an appropriate decision on that. Ninth, this was about the development charges. This was 1.75 lakh, which we actually presented the financial effects of each of this. And we unanimously decided the development charges will be paid only once for a row house. So it will be applicable only for the first sale. Subsequent sale, no development charges will be charged. Is it approved? So I called Mr. Gaikwad sir to present the trial balance.
I've got a question here. See, trial balance is an incomplete books of accounts. As per the Cooperative Society Act 1960, in AGM only complete sets of books of accounts that is completely audited with auditor's report should be presented. So, trial balance cannot be taken up for discussion in the AGM.
So, sorry, I actually decided to take that question earlier. This is happening from the last year, that the 3 years financial report of 2010 to 2013 is not approved by the general body meeting. And we have asked for the re-audit for that. And the re-audit order has been given. We have to see the auditor. But based on that, we actually asked this question to the DDR, how do we do an AGM? So we have a letter from the DDR saying that in absence of the audit report, kindly go ahead and conduct the AGM on the trial balance sheet. Because holding an AGM is a compulsion part of it. So definitely the DDR has given a letter for it.
Yeah, that letter is not circulated.
So it was last year itself, and you will take that because...
I think Pradeep, you are not there in the last year's AGM.
But see...
Yeah, so if you want, that's fine, give it.
I agree. But with this trial balance, that letter should be circulated. We have the letter of approval from DDR that we can go ahead with the AGM and with the trial balance.
So this is...
Because trial balance is something.
So we will...
this cannot be approved, right?
Yes, correct. We are not asking for any approval. It is our responsibility to show you what is income, what is expense. It is our responsibility to show you how your money is being spent. And the approval was taken last year. You are not there in the last year's AGM. We will supply you the letter in the hard copy.
So this was actually circulated last year, and you had said about the DDR. Not all the papers can be circulated. So basically, if you require anything, please come to society office and register the complaint. Definitely this point what Pradeep said, right, that we have this issue of members not attending. We had 6 general body meetings, and out of the 6, people attend to 3. But all people make a point that they ask this question for the decisions which is already made in the first general body meeting. And this takes a lot of time for this management committee. So we will take one point in this meeting, let's see at the third point. How do we deal with this? Because it's a genuine problem that the MC is facing.
We can just go with questions.
So I will circulate this attendance sheet. In attendance sheet there are 2 additional columns, voted 1 and voted 2. This is basically, if you carry out the paper votes, we will cross-verify at the time of voting and place a tick over that particular attendance. So just be aware of it.
Actually, trial balance is unaudited document. We don't want any approval from you. As a customer, we have to tell what we did for last 15, 16. So actually, it is circulated, but I will take one question Mr. Vidal has given. And that one, anybody wants, they can ask. So, Mr. Vidal has asked one thing actually, how liabilities can be shown credited. Why it is not shown credited? Actually, this is the accounting process. Whatever payable is, these are taken in liability because we have to pay from the society account. So this cannot be put in credit, it is to be put in liability only.
काहीच ऐकत नाही माईक शिवाय बोला
प्रश्न विचारले होते याच्यावर. एक पहिली गोष्ट त्यांनी विचारली होती की काही गोष्टी ज्या होत्या ज्या पेएबल होत्या त्या लायबिलिटीमध्ये कशा टाकल्या तुम्ही. ॲक्च्युली जे जे एक्सपेंडिचर आपण करणार आहोत पेमेंट करणार आहोत दॅट विल गो इन लायबिलिटी. दिस इज अकाउंटिंग प्रोसेस. सेकंड पॉईंट त्यांनी लिहिला होता वॉटर एक्सपेन्सेस लुक लेस. So it is obvious that we tried our level best to reduce the thing and somehow it is reduced less actually.
But I think in the monthly expenses, water expenses, tank expenses are more. If you look at the monthly expenses.
This is up to March only. We spent a lot of money.
Okay.
Up to March only. The development work which are expenditure. So actually in development we have that stage was expanded. Then speed breaker was put actually. Then compound wall repaired actually. And at the gate actually it was leveled actually. So these are major work we did during that time. So that expenditure was 1,40,000. Then last.
मैं यहाँ पे कुछ याद नहीं रहेगा आप अगर बोलेंगे you know we can take it up any time. Once it is audited we can take it up.
I am explaining. Don't take it. I am explaining whatever question he has put actually I am explaining to his question. So whatever the development work we are told whatever the work is done. Because the expenditure was 1,40,000. So he has questioned on that actually. And then secondly he has said how we have spent more on CCTV. Actually CCTV we have put 2 more cameras, one in office and one in that actually. And in that we have included that camera we have taken actually. Digital camera we have taken. So that expenditure also was included in that.
Currently, how many CCTV operating now?
8. So 2 were new put actually. And this digital camera was taken. So it is 65,000.
तो ये एक्सपेंसेस में गया है या कैपिटल में गया? कैपेक्स में गया है या एक्सपेंसेस में?
Expenses में जाएगा.
No. Accounting principle says.
2 meters.
You spend this money this year, but it is an asset to you. It will continue for next time.
Exactly. तो कैपिटल में गया, एसेट में.
It was this question that why we spend so much money on the CCTV.
No, here it is put in the expense.
For the year, it is expensive.
Next year it will go there.
And one more update I want to give you. So this is the question by Mr. Birada. Additional thing I am telling you. Before the FD, so actually from 2010 we have put a FD of 85 lakhs. Out of that 10 lakhs we have put this year actually. So total our FDs are 85 lakhs. And matured amount will come up to 1,25,602. 1 crore, sorry, 1,25,69,000. So this is the update till today, and all will be matured in 2017. So we can ask any other question.
There is the asset discountable allowance account. What is that? In assets, there is a discount allowance account. The asset can
वो 5% हम डिस्काउंट देते हैं तो पहले पे करना है. तो ना अभी वो एसेट में क्रेडिट में है डेबिट में है वो अकाउंटेंट तुम्हें अच्छा बताएगा. But this is our balance sheet. So what we can explain is okay what is the income this year, how much we spend. अभी अकाउंटिंग की चीजें
discount cannot be asset.
Yes, see, you need to talk to accountant and then just you need to educate everybody.
What do you want actually? Tell me. Hey, what do you want? What do you want? You tell me. Credit में आया.
Discount which I am giving to the वो asset में कैसे उसका asset means I can get it कल को भी realize कर सकता हूँ कभी भी. ये cannot be realized.
I mean, clarify that.
And the development point जो आया है, can we get the how many rows is for that we got the development for last year? 4 rows.
4 houses.
4 rows. Or when then we have fine, what type of fine we are asking for?
Actually, find non-compliance of rental. That means we have put that houses on rent actually. So that is some the people have not complied that one. So that is the level. And then commercial charges.
And there is also one entry for that also.
Which one?
हाँ, non-occupancy charge is already there. हाँ तो but fine is there, very fine. Yeah, there is a non-income members fine is there, and another non-occupancy charges are there. If you say the first page, last one, the fine is there.
Fine is see, non-agreement charges are different and fine is different. Those who are not compliant within a time, that comes in fine actually, and those who have completed and we have to take that amount.
अरे यहाँ पे एक है
Different thing.
quite interesting. Unidentified credits. Unidentified credits.
Actually, that is this one.
ये अमाउंट है क्रेडिट साइड में थर्ड आइटम 1,15,516.
See, actually, some people have paid payment online.
Okay.
Some people have made payment online actually. Okay. They are not come forward. So that is the separate account actually. We have to get the information from the member and debit it in that actually. So that amount is like kept like that. Anything else?
और ये ओपनिंग बैलेंस अकाउंट किसका है ये?
कौन सा?
उसके अनआइडेंटिफाइड क्रेडिट का 1, 2, 3 उसके 3 नंबर आइटम
कौन सा?
7,87,237. नीचे से फर्स्ट डेबिट फर्स्ट पेज नीचे से फर्स्ट डेबिट अमाउंट.
डेवलपमेंट फंड के ऊपर.
हाँ? नहीं देखिए आपका लाइबिलिटी जहाँ से स्टार्ट होता है नीचे नीचे आइए एंड यू सी ओपनिंग बैलेंस अकाउंट डेबिट बैलेंस में दिखा रहा है 7,87,237 रुपीज एंड 2 पैसे ओनली.
Actually, what is the explanation is for that actually? It is a accumulated interest on FD. Accumulated interest on FD. FD पे जो इंटरेस्ट मिलता है ना,
अच्छा
वहाँ
ठीक है.
हाँ FD का इंटरेस्ट वहाँ FD है. ठीक है? Okay? Thank you.
So rather than basically accounting questions will be better question तो कितना पैसा आया और हमने कितना खर्च किया. आपको लगता है कि वही पे सही जगह पे नहीं हुआ है, we are ready to make those corrections. Important is like you need to understand where the money is being spent and whether it is correct. If there are questions, we are ready to answer that. Accounting का जो है वो अकाउंटेंट करता है, कितना है कितना नहीं वो बैलेंस करता है. Maybe we are not expert in that.
I think that's a
We
point.
are spending a substantial amount on security, and the security is not up to the mark. I don't know whether you guys have noticed or not. There are times when I go and I see one guy, I ask him, there are the others on the gate, एक अंदर राउंड मारने गया, एक पानी भरने गया. This has been a standard reply to me. So if you have noticed this, if you have, I'm sure somebody is taking care of that. So have you put any debit on the security, and if you have done, how much is the amount for that?
I don't think we have not done any debit or something. What we have done, like after the 1 year we reviewed security. We invited quotation from other guys also. Like last year also we had 3 to 4 quotations. Based on that we chose this. One thing is cost is low, and then we got feedback from the other societies. I think that okay, society is not up to the mark. That's correct. It is not as per our expectation. But if you want the security like what we see in our industry or our companies, they are paying double the amount and far more amount. If we are prepared to do that, we can get class 1 security. And I don't think we had any better security than this earlier. If you think that earlier security was better, we can always get those people back. And
It's not a matter of just
So, Rajiv, basically on the security front, right, it is a relative security because security can be endless. And right now, whatever security we have with the amount what we have been paying is a better ratio as compared to what was done earlier. We can definitely increase, as Anil said, right, we can definitely increase the amount to such a level that we have topmost security. But I think on the society front, that will be a huge impact on this.
See, I'm not asking for increase in the security. What I'm saying is, when they do something good, when they are stayed for a year, we are rewarding them. We are giving them some bonus. Then we are giving. Similarly, they should be penalized when they are not there. There are guys who are doing double duty, there are guys who are doing, and this has been done in the past. It's not something new that I'm asking for. Okay?
So we have been basically telling the vendor for each and every case there was a snapshot taken about the security snipping, and we didn't send that snapshot directly to the vendor. So I suggest that in such cases where you can take a snapshot, please take a snapshot and send to that all members group. We actually forwarded directly to that, and we've ensured that that guy is not sleeping again. So other thing what you asked about rotations, there is a natural reason for getting rotated when we have placed 3 security there. So because of natural or whatever any biological reasons, he actually moves out and then the other person comes in. Now that is whether it's happening in 1 hour or happening on 3 hour basis, that is something we need to control. But we don't have an accurate control mechanism that okay, he is going only for 10 minutes and coming back. That's not there yet. I agree to it. But we are behind the vendor for each and every complaint what comes from the members.
See, what I'm saying is you guys would have monitored it. You guys would have noticed that this is there. This has been the case. There's no denying that. I have come and I have checked it myself. There have been times when they are there. One guy is there. Okay, when I've asked him, and it has been like not on one occasion. Had it been one occasion, I would not have come and said about him.
So this is something.
We have asked them to go for patrolling for multiple times. So maybe after every hour or two, they go to, they do a round of the complete society and do the patrolling. So not all the time they are present at the main gate, that is true. Sometimes they have to go for the natural course and sometimes they actually do patrolling also.
I would understand if it is at a set hour. Okay. See,
Okay.
it's not that if I'm coming at 7 o'clock every day and I see that and I'm reporting that. If it's a 7 o'clock thing, I wouldn't have reported. 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Different times, but the same result. Okay.
So Rajiv, I think we have heard you. We will see that particular time what you are speaking about. We will review with the vendor and check that out again. Okay.
Have a penalty clause for that.
Next time, yes.
So when you have a penalty clause on an 8,000 salary, or it's a huge impact for the employee. So think on that angle and let me.
Negotiate, let's negotiate.
See,
So-
I agree. Let's you can argue.
So that is our vendor job. We have contractor. Okay.
We cannot have always a reason that 8,000 they cannot do that. Then we are giving a chance to them that they will not do that.
So just hold on.
Listen me. This is their duty. They have to come here. Okay. They know they are getting 8,000. It's expected. They don't like. They can go at any other. But they have to come and do the duty what they are doing. We cannot say that 8,000 they make affected and not.
So I think to continue your question, right? We don't have rights to cut their 500 rupees. We have rights to indicate vendor that they are not performing, and we will do that. We will do that, but we cannot say how vendor corrects it. We cannot have control on that. But we take a point. We give directly the points to the vendor to handle the situation, whatever he says appropriate. Because what commitment we got from the vendor is duly complaint, and that will be corrected.
How many complaints he has to have, then after that we cannot have 20 complaints every month is coming and he will be taking it. That is not every.
So how many complaints are registered right now in the?
Okay, from next tomorrow onward.
Please go ahead.
So
Please go ahead.
Why don't we do
a
it?
complaint, please?
Let's establish a service level agreement. 20 complaints,
Yes.
you're out.
If you want, we will complain.
Or
See,
50 complaints. Just giving an example.
You are supporting them. It is
You will float, you will
Yeah.
float, you tender.
Atharva, that is fine. So your sentiment is understood. Only think of the basic. Okay, so we ask this vendor to go away. Okay, we can answer vendor. Again, in 20 complaints, we ask him to go away. Do you want to continue that practice? There has to be minimal understanding between the vendor and us. See, we are expecting. Listen, see, we are all high-class people. Our expectations are very high. The way we perform, the way we work, the way we report to our manager, our expectations are same from this guy. I have faced that. I have basically understood that. So your expectation is that we can do that. We can change the vendor every month. But is there a end? There has to be certain balance between okay what we are paying and what we are
Definitely.
One second.
So we are doing.
One second.
First of all, as I told the agenda, right? Let's cover the agenda first. Please. Because without agenda, things may go bad. So this questions I have given 5th the level where we discuss these questions. Okay. Thanks to Mr. Gaikwad sir for presenting the trial balance. The next topic for this is basically the temple operation, which will be presented by Mr. Agm25Sept2016.
Good morning, Shubhashriyans. Very good morning. See, temple operations, we have taken over the new committee, we have taken over temple operations. We are operating since last month, means from August onwards. So last month the collection was, in August the collection was 26,500 rupees. And out of which the expenses which we have, say, incurred are, say, 15,000 towards securities, 3,000 for R and Kula and R, then 5,000 on Guruji, and about 13,000 on Prasad, right? And then the say operations on cleaning and tail to Pakita Sahitya Rakta per miscellaneous. So it is to the tune of about, say, these are the estimates, and this total, say, we are required to incur, say, about 46,000 expenses. But last month, in August, 26,500 was the collection, and we have, say, the expenses were to the tune of 18,200. So means there we could save, say, about 18 is about, say, 7 to 8,000 rupees we could save. But the estimate is 46,000, which will be required to be, say, incurred. And this year, this month in September, now we are in September. So September up to yesterday, the collection was to the tune of 25,000. So now I think Charan and the older committee, so they have come forward. I think yesterday only, and the process of handing over, I understand that it will take place from Tuesday onwards. Am I right, Charan? So Tuesday or Thursday. Okay, fine, because I heard, because I was not here, otherwise I could have met you also yesterday.
It was decided on Tuesday at 10:30.
Because I got a message from my colleagues of temple committee, just to name Colonel Tagore only. So he had discussions with you, and you told him that his charge will be taken over by the new committee. The old committee will be handing over charge to the new committee Tuesday at 10:30 a.m. And I think you were busy in this. So charge means whatever the assets are there in the mandir, right? See, there are certain assets. Whatever the offerings the people they have made here, कोणी काही दिलेलं जे काही offerings आहे, काही कोणी moved असेल, काही दागिना असेल, जे काही असेल ते I don't know exactly. So that must be, you must have registered in the register. So officially, so when we are giving charge, so it should be officially, whatever that they have, it will be signed by you as well as send you the other committee members, right? So that process is going to take place. As I have been informed by Mr. Tagore, it will be on Tuesday 10:30. And as you are, say, busy in some audit, as it has been told by Colonel Tagore also, so the other committee members, the old committee members, will be giving us the charge, and of course it will be signed by you guys as well as the B guys also, right?
Not by 10:30 Tuesday. It may be Wednesday also. It depends on the other members' time and my time also.
So let us decide right now.
I will give 1 day information before. Okay.
1 day information before. That will be better. 1 or 2 days information before. As you say now.
Why not? It was found their convenience. They said.
See, if suppose you just see now, ensure, and you can inform us today by evening, that will be fine. So whether you will give me for to give it tomorrow or say on Thursday. But let us not say just go on prolonging it, because already it has been prolonged for such a long period, and that is not in the interest of all our Shubhashriyans. So let us now, we are one family. We are one family, and we want to be one family only. Whatever the functions and whatever the things are going on in the mandir, we want to follow that. We don't want to break anything. Mandir will be kept open, and it was going on earlier also. So there will not be any change. Only the thing is that we will be just ensuring that how to just, whatever the expenses are there, how to say managed within the collection. So the sentiment, there are sentiments because the MC has taken a decision to no say this the collection boxes will be kept over here. So it is open for say you guys, we all persons over here. So let us now decide, today we can decide whether to keep these boxes, we have to continue with the boxes. Yeah. Dan Peti, that is then Dan Peti, whether we have to keep this Dan Peti or we have totally keep it say closed. Yeah, that's right.
So you mentioned the collection in August and September. The Dan Peti is closed. So what was the mode of the collection?
Mode of the collection, whatever the offerings were made by the say, yeah, that is I'm coming to that question. Coming to that point. Yeah. Whatever the offerings are there from the devotees during Aarti, as well as whatever the collection they are putting in the alley over there, so that collection every day it is being counted and it is being kept over there, and that collection I am referring to, not because all the, just a minute, let me complete. So all these say Dan Petis are sealed, right? Because MC has decided not to accept any donations. That's why on the basis of that decision, we have sealed all these collection boxes. They are right. Yeah.
So when you have the donation boxes open and people are putting in money, 10 of you, the committee members can still have a collective time and you can count that and you can make sure what has gone in and you can have a accounting for that.
Very true.
What goes in the thali can disappear that same day. Okay.
Right.
So I can't understand the logic.
So I take your point. You want to say that we have to continue with the collection boxes, with the Dan Petis. Is it your?
That sounds to be the better way of doing this.
Yes, yes.
That we will take here decision right here now whether to.
No.
Decision is already been taken from now. Dan Peti I would open.
ओपन झाली तर अदरवाइज नॉट जे मनी विल डिसअपियर
Basically,
we will be taking decision about Dan Peti provided see
So, thanks, Pimplika Kaka. So, Pimplika Kaka has made a point, and there are scenes that there are devotees who are offering to the Aarti itself, and that amount, why it is not in the amount or why it is in the donation amount. So, this is an experiment for 1 month we have done, and I think within 1 month, as decided in the last general body meeting, within 1 month we would be placing what is going on, and we have done it. Okay, so to answer your question, why it was not in one month, it is just experimental for 1 month. So now, what are the implications of the donation box, right? Two things. If you want to have a donation box and actual trust, make it a trust. Because it has to be a temporary trust, and that's how that amount will be accounted correctly. Okay, what it means is getting it audited. With charity commissioner will be responsible for getting the amount audited correctly, seeing whether the expenses are made appropriately or not. So this one option we have. The second option of just opening a donation box and collecting the amount and just running it directly, we MC feel that is unaudited because we cannot take that amount in our society accounts. Okay, so there is no legal way. If people are interested to open the donation box, kindly get me or us a legal way out of it, because that's how we are stuck, and I would say we are stuck on that particular situation. Because, okay, open a donation box, how do we account it? We say that we'll call 10 members and do it. From the eyes of a law, it is still an illegal. Today it is just 10 people. If I do it 2 people also it is okay. If I do it 100 people also it is okay. Because there is no governing law on it. Governing law will come only if we do a trust. Okay? So this is, I want you to decide properly based on all this information. I am not telling you to bias, do this or do that. If required, because this is a sentimental, as I said earlier, we will do a paper vote on this particular case. If people are not very open, we will have a paper vote. and let's decide it, because know the facts. As soon as the money comes and if the collection goes to 1 lakh per month, wherever there is a money, as I would say, there are devils also coming back to it. Because there is no way we can do an expenditure very promptly, and don't expect that every time the temple committee comes, we'll do the 1 lakh expenditure as natural as possible and as transparent as possible. So think in the future, what is the best way, what you all want, and decide over that.
Regarding this, in fact, I have checked with the superintendent from the Charity Commissioner's office. So what he said is, temple can only be registered if the land is in the name of the temple only. Since the entire land is in the name of the cooperative society, I do not think this temple can be registered independently. I have got it clarified from number one. Number two, we are a cooperative society. I have worked with cooperative society for 10 years. I have worked with Amul. And cooperative society is not supposed to create corpus materially. The moment you create a corpus, you are creating opportunities for a lot of frauds. And therefore, let's not create any corpus, let's not have any money. Number three, for operating the temple, I do not think, like he says, we could manage the temple within 20,000 rupees. Why do we require donation boxes for managing the temple? Number four, the temple is not a public temple. So, I mean, why should we accept the donation box and why should we go for such charitable activities? The society is not meant for that. The society is meant for the well-being of the society members. So let's look at that, how peacefully we can do that. So let's focus on that rather than creating, commercial thing out of this. That's my humble request to everybody.
No, at the same time, taking the temple into our hands, we are incurring more expenses and we are putting financial hardship on the society members. As he explained, we collected 20,000 for we spend 45,000. Guys, मेरे घर पे भगवान नहीं है. I don't want to spend anything on God.
Yeah, that's fine.
So that's fine question.
And then it come under income disclosure scheme of income tax department, because there are incomes, whichever way, whichever source, but we are not declaring it, we are not accounting it. Then is the committee, temple committee, liable under IDS, income disclosure scheme? Or if they don't, are they ready to go or fill the procedure?
Yeah, sorry for this. Last meeting we had passed a resolution that general body society is going to spend money on the temple expense. You are upset, sorry to say that. Okay, next thing, when we bought this houses, everybody knew that there will be garden, there will be play equipments, there will be temple. My child is not going to play the equipments, right? Why should I bear the expense? So this is society property, it is society's responsibility to maintain it. Now, how much you spend, we all can decide, 10,000, 20,000, 1 lakh. We all can decide and make a resolution that we are spending this much amount on maintaining this property. So there is no excuse that we will not spend money on this. If everybody agrees, we have to maintain each and every property of society appropriately.
Everybody agree to that?
Good morning to all of you. I have to say something. Because over a period of 2 months experience, Mandir is because the way now people are coming and devoting is the attraction of everybody, and they have a lot of attachment with money. Not only, don't restrict yourself to limited to this company. A lot of people are going whosoever is passing, it is but natural they come and they want to show their respect to the stuff. And we can't deny them the entry. When they come, we have to respect them, we have to do the prasad, we have to complete all the formalities, time to time aarti, and they maintain the cleanliness, prasad, everything. That expenditure, roughly, our expenditure is 40 to 45,000 per month. In that, there is no any other expenditure like maintenance and other things. If we have to maintain the effort, it means you are not opening the charity boxes. Dhan patra. Dhan patra is, we are not asking anybody to do it. They are doing it willingly. And we have formed a committee. They will do account for it. They will maintain the expenditure for it. As it is, people are worried about the 1 lakh income. What about expenditure? Expenditure is generally more than 50 to 60,000. So hardly there is a 40,000 in your hand. And the expert committee is there, 5-6 members are there, they will open the boxes, they will account for it, account will be open in a bank, it will be maintained. You want internal audit committee will maintain, will do the audit. If you want over and above, auditor can come, chartered accountant, and that will be placed in front of the society member. So that arrangement is fine. Otherwise, asking closing these boxes, it means you are asking additional expenditure of 50,000. You may keep on increasing on society. Society means what money we are getting for the maintenance purpose, that money will be drained from maintaining the money. So, is it worth? I don't think it is worth. And for that, as he is saying, a charity commission. No need to go to charity commission, no trust is required because it is our property, we are managing, expenditure is also upon point, everything will be, there will be a transparency. Then where is the problem? There is no legal. We are
collection के लिए transparency नहीं है. Collection के लिए transparency नहीं है. This is what
I am telling you, there is no, of course there will be transparency. So that donation box will be. Let me finish. I will answer your question. I know what your point, what you want to say. I know what you want to say. Transparency is of course there. Donation box is closed, lock is there. Whenever it will be open in presence of 4, 5, 6, whatever you want. Whatever you want. That will be in presence of that. Amount will be credited in a bank where the bank account in the name of temple will be there. Temple committee will look after that point. We have got separate committees in our society. When about 4 or 5 members, I am telling you, like why I came here. I was not a regular visitor to Mandir. I believe in God. There is absolutely no doubt. But I was not a regular visitor. But I came when there is a necessity to maintain the temple. So I volunteered. I was the first person to volunteer. Yes, I am ready to volunteer. Because when management decided that the previous committee had done enough service, now let us some other people take over the Mandir. So I said, okay, I am ready to give my services. If 4 or 5 people are there and they are taking interest, they will manipulate. If you have trust, like I am telling the member, like the president is Pimpigar, I am vice president, Mr. Bhange, he has been right from the beginning, Mr. Bhavi, Sir, Gaikwad sir, we are the member of the temple committee. We are responsible members. We are ready to keep account. We will put across all the account in front of you wherever you are. It will be published time to time. If that arrangement is there, then there is no question of legal entity and legal thing. Why you want to increase the burden of your maintenance? Every day maintenance will keep on increasing. Why you are taking a negative point of view? Why you are taking from negative point of view? That water has to be open. It will be properly maintained. Do you think that we are that efficient? We cannot maintain the account? I don't accept. We are very much capable. You ask 10 questions, you ask any other. You don't doubt about the integrity of the member. And if you feel so, you change the member. I don't want to continue for a period. This is the start. I may not do it even after 1 month, 1 year also. Let the system establish. But you are asking.
Yes.
This is my opinion. You decide on majority. Why they should not have answered? Why you everywhere there is a problem? There is no problem.
No problem.
We can look after that. We can maintain. We can do it. And I think you should give your opinion because it's the right time. If you say no, and then otherwise I am sorry to say, if you say if the management maintain, त्या मंदिरमध्ये कोणी येणार नाही, इतकी स्वच्छता राहणार नाही. But then where is the requirement of temple committee? Right now, if you decide right now, I will give my resignation. I don't want to be in member of maintenance committee because management committee is not required. I am sorry to say, I am very proud to say, in the previous committee, Charan had done a wonderful job. All ritual, everything they were maintaining. दान पात्र हो रहा है, सब लोग आ रहे हैं, खुशी से मजे कर रहे हैं. ये क्या था? Whatever, barring that expenditure, he has done a wonderful job. I openly say, absolutely no doubt in my mind. Yes. And everybody agree, whether you accept or not, that's a different thing. But they have done a wonderful job. So now, enough they have done. Let us see, it is a challenge for us. It is a challenge. And if you want to deny the challenge, why? I don't think.
No. Alright? Yes.
I will say one more thing. Mr. Sinha. He is a very experienced member. He has done a lot of improvement in Dinmati. What
Yes, Secretary.
he was a member in previous committee. I don't know what he has done, but he is an experienced officer. He knows previous history, present history, and let us hear from him. I think that will be better.
देखिए मंदिर के लिए जिस समय हम लोगों ने मंदिर लिया, इस मंदिर का सिर्फ स्टैचू था और कुछ नहीं था। मंदिर में पूरा सोसाइटी में आदमी भर गया, एक पैसा देने के लिए तैयार नहीं करता। मैं मिस्टर भांगे, मिस्टर सिटे साहब आएंगे नहीं, और मिस्टर ये 100 रुपीज़ कंट्रीब्यूशन स्टार्ट किया पॉकेट से, और तब प्रसाद लाते थे। उस समय कहाँ गया सोसाइटी के लोग? अब तो हाथी खड़ा हो गया, सब जाने के लिए तैयार है, क्योंकि हाथी आ गया खर्चा करके। सेट नहीं था, पंखा नहीं था, टीवी नहीं था, ये अलमीरा नहीं थे, इतना जो झाड़ झपाड़ देख रहे हो कुछ नहीं था। उस समय कहाँ थे मंदिर के लोग? मैं ये पूछना चाहता हूँ। और डोनेशन बॉक्स का जहाँ तक सवाल है, डोनेशन बॉक्स, अरे ये मंदिर अभी माइलस्टोन हो गया है यहाँ का, इस सोसाइटी का ही नहीं, इस एरिया का। एवरीबॉडी का आस्किंग वेयर इज मंदिर एक लैंडमार्क। बोलिए क्या गलत बात है क्या? हम बोलते हो डोनेशन नहीं दे रहे, क्यों नहीं? एक महीने में 40 से 50 हज़ार रुपये खर्च है मिनिमम। मैंने 6 साल मंदिर चलाया है, 1 साल नहीं। 40 से 50 हज़ार रुपया एक महीने का खर्च है, कौन देगा? 5 लाख रुपया महीना आप मेंटेनेंस से देने वाले हो क्या सामने? कोई है क्या तैयार? 5 लाख रुपया नहीं, जनरल बॉडी की बात करता हूँ मैं। अकेले देने से क्या होगा?
सिन्हा साहब का
अच्छा, उसके बाद सुनिए, उस समय जो भी डोनेशन में 70,000 से 1,000 रुपया महीना आता था, और जिस दिन दान पेटी खुला रहता था, पूरा पैसा जोड़ने के बाद उसी दिन बैंक में जाता था। मिस्टर ये भांगे सब बैठे हुए, ये लोग बैठे हुए, उसी दिन बैंक में जाता था।
सर वो आगे क्यों नहीं चला? वो आगे क्यों नहीं चला?
मैंने 6 जुलाई 2012 में मंदिर से छोड़ दिया।
So let me put it this way, okay?
उसके बाद क्या हुआ मेरे को बताओ।
So let's put it this way. Everybody knows it has been run for 8 years, okay? And if people are happy about it, how it was run, if you are happy about the transparency given in the 8 years and shown, then we have a voting now, because, and that's why I said the MC is stumped because of this issue. It's stumped only because of this issue, that MC's thinking is a little different. The reason is, again I told you, when we say we have improved the corpus collection of 1 lakh and we have increased our mandir presence to 1 lakh, the consequences today when we ask the temple handover, we have police case filed with the MC guys. Who gives the power to the neighbor, to your own member, to file a police case against the MC member? What is that power? It is not one personal power. It's the money power which comes out of it. And we are afraid, all are afraid of the money power, nothing else. Because money of 1 lakh unaccounted, or I say I put it in a debit, there is no governing law over it. You can use that money, same money, to screw your own members. And that is what has happened. We have not on this. We, as an IT, we don't have a single case in the police station. Because of this issue, we have to run police station 10 times, and the police are treating us like a criminal. Why we should take that particular thing? Who would think among you all will fight for a temple later on when the other committee becomes a very big organization? Do you think anybody of you all will come ahead?
Today it is 1 lakh, tomorrow it can be 10 lakh. In this way, very
you all have to understand.
It's very low.
And you keep quiet, Pradeep. You keep quiet, please. What I am saying is, when police case, when internal audit is asked to sign, they don't even come in front and sign.
Why?
Our fear towards us.
It is fear.
Nothing else.
They are screwing us.
So listen.
Wait a minute.
Now wait a minute. Everybody has an opinion in this situation. We have our opinion. We are placed. We don't want to go to police again and again. Okay? This is our stand. Now, everybody has their own opinion. Kindly vote. There is nothing else we can discuss.
I would like to say something before. You see the basic. The basic reasoning given for keeping the donation boxes open is that we would like to maintain the temple so that the money can come from outside and we maintain our temple. And the asset is ours. Why are we dependent on others to maintain that? Tomorrow you will say we would like to have security, we would like to open the donation boxes there so that we can maintain the security there. And this reasoning is quite illogical, let me tell you. The temple is ours. If you want it to remain yours, we need to maintain it. And when we say 50, 16,000 rupees, I have seen temples which are run within 5,000 rupees also and 10,000 rupees also. It is up to us to what extent you want to take it.
Why are we glamorizing it?
And why do you want to commercialize it? So, Sinanta was saying tomorrow it will be 1 lakh, tomorrow it will be 10 lakhs. Why do you want 10 lakhs rupees here?
So,
I don't want that. Are we responsible for the charity? I don't think so. We are responsible for maintaining the society here. And let's not get charity here. I am sure this will really ruin, the overall rules and regulations of the society. So please keep that in mind.
So one more thing, let's just put 48,000, right? We analyzed, MC analyzed the 48,000 expenditure. Out of this 48,000, 15,000 is security. Okay? We have reduced the security on this gate, internal, just on the expensory basis. Basically, expenses are huge. Instead of thinking it is for temple, kindly think we'll put on this gate, because the same security guy will be responsible to maintain this gate as well as temple. So 30,000 reduction out of it, which we have to maintain because it's not a temple expenses. Running a temple, what we are thinking should be around 10,000 rupees, and we want to get it to 10,000. And now again, this are all personal opinions. Everybody's opinions are not going to matter a lot. So
it's
I
possible,
think,
all that we need to do is Aarti.
No,
I mean, by glamorizing this temple, we are not allowing the children to come and play. So please go and look at the temples they are there in the villages. Children play there. That's the kind of temple we are looking at. So why are we glamorizing the temple here?
Most important thing is, we don't need funds for maintaining our मंदिर. That is okay. But लोगों की भावना को तो समझो. कोई भी मंदिर ऐसा मेरे को बताओ कि जहाँ जाने के बाद डोनेशन बॉक्स नहीं है. ऐसे बहुत कम मंदिर मिलेंगे. आज तिरुपति से लेके बालाजी से लेके आज कोई भी मंदिर में आप जाओ, डोनेशन बॉक्स इज देयर.
Their main purpose is temple, not society.
No. Listen.
Their main purpose is temple.
लोग जो यहाँ आते हैं, उनकी भावना को कदर करना चाहिए ना.
If they want to offer, they can go to orphanage.
You care about your own charity.
अगर हमारे पास ज्यादा पैसा आता है, हम डोनेशन करेंगे मंदिर में.
You care about your own people first, then people are upset. That's what is happening. People are not.
No, we are ready to maintain that.
People are not caring about our people, and they are caring about the outside people.
We are caring for each and every person.
No, nobody is caring. Police complaints are being filed against us. Who is caring?
who is caring for it? Where were you? Okay, when we said that the temple is not running and we had to call a GM for transfer, where were your guys who were started?
The transfer did not happen when the managing committee changed.
Where were you? I want to answer this question. Where were the guys of senior member like PKC? Nowadays, sir, when the new management committee, why did the temple did not automatically get transferred to the management committee?
What was the reason?
Why?
And all these guys resigned actually. Why they resigned?
Why resigned?
You should have transferred it. Why you resigned?
We have not resigned.
That's what I'm saying.
The question is, we have not resigned. Just hold on.
Take the voting.
Just hold on. The question is, just MC is very transparent. People are shooting every now. Any other questions? Not attending questions, not attending meeting, answering questions. But remember, if MC becomes strong, and if one person after strong stands like a strong person, none of the guys will come ahead. That is what has happened. Why these guys are quiet that time? Do you think all are respected citizens? I know.
Yeah, they are
I know. Why only 1% or 2% had to fight the whole warrior? That's wrong. And I'm telling you the fact. We can't expect every now and then you get every person to fight. We can expect, we can change the process today so that that person doesn't get created. And this is what we are hoping.
We need to
don't create a person, okay, out of your just not giving a maintenance, because that person will earn so much that he can screw you.
Yeah, that's what has happened.
This is what has happened. And we have to go to police case first.
अगर उसको ओपन कर दिया, whatever donation comes, अगर वो accounted for नहीं रहेगा, then stop people not to donate.
of people having an bhakti of donation box. MC's theory on this and proposal is we open a donation box if required. Okay, if we see that the incoming money is huge and we all are respected citizens, we would like to give it to NGO to run on 3 months basis if it is required.
Don't do that.
Nobody will care about what I'm telling you. Do you think that we are incapable? And NGO can do better? No, NGO are not at all. They are capable people, we can manage very nicely. Yes. Yes. Because that is the insult to us. You are asking other people to become NGO. Who is the NGO? We know that
So we don't want that.
NGO people, it is beyond doubt. We are here, we can manage our mandir, no NGO, nothing doing.
We don't want donation.
We are capable. So, if you can, I would like to say one more thing. If the way the decision of the management is then better take decision today and close the door, open the door, because you want to restrict it to only mandir, then you close the door. You close the front door. No, it is only for the your society people. Automatically your expenditure will be less. People will not come. That is what indirectly you mean to say. You don't want that other people to come. You don't want to open the dhan patra. You really it is the practice. We are not asking anybody to paisa dalo. I mean, pujari nahi hai. It is open. We will account for it. And here mandir se maintenance साठी जरूरी आहे. तुम्ही जे कोण आपल्याला सगळीकडे चालत आलेली don't go against the stream. It will not continue for a long time. हे सिस्टम आहे सगळीकडे हे चालू आहे कुठेही जा असं कुठे एक मंदिर दाखवल्या ठिकाणी दानपत्र कोणी येत नाही नो इट इज अ फिलिंग ऑफ यू प्लीज यू आर नॉट इन अ ब्लॅक टू फिनिश ओके इट इज युअर ओन फिलिंग यू डोंट इंसिस्ट अपॉन दैट यू डोंट इंसिस्ट यू प्लीज लिसन टू मी लेट मी टॉक लिसन let me talk finish we are not inciting anybody to put the money. If the mandir is there, if somebody has got problem with the mandir, doesn't mean that happens to be a house adjacent to it and he makes a huge row. No. RK has to be there. It will be there. Only you ask the decision. Tomorrow you will say you don't come to the mandir, close the door. It is not acceptable. Something around. Somebody will say road is going from my.
So should I summarize?
You are my people.
Opinion. I think everybody can view.
I would say keep in view the opinion. Picture of the mandir. Don't close the mandir. Otherwise, इधर उनके बेटे आके बैठेंगे. इंसान तो नहीं आएंगे जो आप अगर डिसीजन लोगे ना तो कौन बॉक्स नहीं ओपन होगा तो you.
Anybody else has an opinion? Please share your mind. Anybody has an opinion?
In any mandir you go, then you will find the dhan.
Open access like this. Has accepted the money back.
गेट बंद करून बघा कोणाला मिळालं नाही आम्हाला तिथे
बाहर के लोगों की ज्यादा चिंता है अपने जो मंदिर के पास जो रोसेस है उनकी ज्यादा चिंता नहीं है people are more worried about the problems outside the society people but not the people who are staying near the बाहर के जो वहाँ पे जनरली मैं मुझे बोलने देगा नहीं सर
लोग है जो आता है मंदिर में आते हैं ऐसा नहीं है ये सोचना ये मंदिर है तो सब लोग आए
गणेशम का टेम्पल सब जगह जो दो प्राइवेट मंदिर अंदर जो मैंने प्राइवेट विद इन द सोसाइटी एंड दैट नॉट हैज डोनेशन बॉक्सेस और इवन इफ द डोनेशन बॉक्सेस आर देयर बट हैविंग नीड अ डोनेशन बॉक्स
मंदिर भी प्राइवेट होने लगे
क्योंकि बाहर इतना प्रोसेस
I think we have heard each and every one, right? Anybody else?
just one point from my side. See, I think there are a lot of emotions, people from this side, that side. But there are few people like, what I want to know is, what are the legal implications? And we would like to do what is legally correct. Now, we were told that, 6 years, 4 years, there was a donation box and everything was happening proper. What do you mean by when we say proper? Maybe there was no audit, maybe there was no raid, maybe there was no government body coming and asking legal questions. I heard what Karan sir said, everyone said. I know there are two streams. One side of people say, no, it's a Monday, we are doing charitable thing, let's do it. And I fully support that. But there's others who say, why do we have to do care for outside and inside and all those things. I think both sides are valid. The most important thing is, we want to do as much as we can, but what is legally correct? Keeping a donation box and not getting caught for 10 years, but then after that we getting a raid or something like that. If it is not legal, maybe some of things of all other societies, someone said that, oh, crores of rupees are collected at Tirupati. So they are registered as a trust. They are getting audited. Let's keep that in mind. And if people are going to come forward to get that trust registered, and then once you do everything legally, and then why not? Why not? We can have not one Dalpeti, we can have 5 Dalpetis. But if I have to vote, I am going to ask one simple question. I am not going to mistrust that the people who are going to take money and count from Dalpeti, they are going to do any fraud. I 100% trust them. But my question is that is there that provision in the legal framework? That is very important. And I think we don't have to worry about the asset, because if we are getting funds from outside and maintaining this, let's do that, because from people from outside are also coming and taking darshan and all.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think both sides have valid points. My point is only we have to check the legality so that tomorrow we don't come in trouble, our MC doesn't come in trouble, because I tell you what will happen. If everyone will say, well, let's have Dalpeti, what I will do this, what will happen. And tomorrow when something happens, no one is going to come and support the MC. Okay. So whatever we do, we have to do, I think we have to do what is legally correct. And if those provisions are there, then okay.
So I think that, and when you said both sides, we are a little worried. Both sides, when you say our side is legally, we are telling that it's not possible. Because there is no legal front where you can support it. I said the legal front to support it is making a trust. Okay? And how will it happen and all, that is not in my control right now. We need to investigate what it takes to make a complete trust and get it under charity commissioner. Okay? That's one thing. So, viable solution is that it's not possible right now, legally, to maintain the donation box with current condition of the society.
So I think that is the answer I was looking for. Two options means, I think two sides that you are talking about. So if there is no legal option, then I know what I am going to vote based on what you heard. So I also request others to vote on that basis. In fact, if it is not legally possible, then can we even put a vote on that?
That's a good question. I was discussing with him that how do we take a vote on illegal things? Okay? But why do we take a vote on illegal things is only because the sentiments attached to it. Okay? And sentiments always, tomorrow we have to run whole society illegally and our 300 members' sentiments are same. Do you think we will continue after that? No, because this is not what we operate in. Okay? We don't want to run anything illegally. But what I'm saying is, but if 200 people today say that I will run illegally and show you, then let the legal guys come back, step back, illegally take front, let them go ahead, take front and take it ahead. Now that's a trust what you all guys have to show. And that's what I said, we can't run it illegally right now.
Okay, so
one point. We can go legal way, that's not a problem. We can click on multiple things. But I am worried about if we don't keep Dalpeti, the people are throwing money in the Gavara or somewhere on the feet of God or keeping it like this. Because they wanted to give. Yes. What will happen with that money, they are not worried about. So more complicated problem which I see is, anybody can pick up that money and go away. And people who wants to give, he don't want to care. He just have a sentiment and just want to put the money and go away. So if there is no Dalpeti, we can go with a legal action But what to do with the money, which are more, it's not even managed. Unmanaged. Whoever will come, we put the money, and whoever wants to pick up that, nobody is there, he can take that money. So I think we need some manageable way, practical way, where we are not actually putting the money like this and nobody is actually taking care of it.
Because you are right, this is the problem faced by the current temple committee, and they have discussed this one. This is the challenge that they have discussed. That is the reason we basically put up this issue in the meeting, because we want a wider experience. People are throwing money, these people are collecting money and putting it somewhere, like people may object, their credibility is at stake, right? So this is the challenge. That is the reason we are here and we are discussing it, right? So there is no legal way, there are sentiments attached.
So, as you said, Vijay, right, basically, there are some ways which we have proposed in the MC to reduce that amount, and definitely the amount is reduced. It is come down, and whatever has run for 7 years to come down in 1 month is a drastic expectation from all the people. We have reduced it from, we may get 25 this month, we reduce it next month, it may be 15,000, it may be 10,000, and we come to some nominal amount, where the amount doesn't play any role in TDS or whatever it is, because after a certain point the threshold amount will come to picture. So give it time to settle down. This is a temporary issue. On this temporary issue, please don't take a major decision, because major decisions are going to impact you in the long term.
So, you guys all hear patiently of the views expressed by our residents. So I have my own views. So I want to put forth my views. I want to put forth my views. See, day-to-day operations of the Mandir temple committee, temple is being looked after by Mr. Bhange and Mr. Bhave. So I seek information from them what is happening wherever it is possible. I come early in the morning or late in the evening, and even after 9 o'clock also sometimes I visit Mandir. So these are the sentiments of people that we say Dhan Pedi should be there. See, earlier committees they have done, as we all heard, they have done so many things over here, so many developments they have done. So this present committee, they also are desirous to do, or they are willing to do so many developmental things. Right now I don't want to disclose it. So just to name one, so I will just say that we have started with, say, on this Ganpati occasion, we have started distributing, say, these notebooks to the, children, grandchildren of our mates. That is one of the initiatives that we have taken. The Mandir committee, I can say. I being a part of the Mandir committee. I have, say, 2 months back only, I have, say, initiated this, and it was well supported by, say, all the members. And let me declare over here that today, say, we have collected 160 notebooks. So give a big applause to all the members. So because of the generosity of all the, say, members, we could collect 160, say, notebooks, and say, number of pens are less, but I will be matching that. So 160 notebooks as well as 160 pens will be distributed. I will not disclose right now what developmental activities we as member committee are going to take, say, in near future. So I am keeping my cards close. I am also of the opinion, because my, say, fellow colleagues, if they are, certain people, they are looking suspiciously, if they are collecting it and then placing it and keeping it aside, say, whatever the notes we are receiving, so that is not a good sign. So I also feel, I am of the opinion, though don't talk about legal things and illegal things. Legal things, yeah, definitely we have to, say, see legally, but does it mean it is the convenience of the people, sentiments of the people should not be taken into consideration? Yes, sentiments are to be taken into consideration. Once the donation box is there, nobody's, see, donation means what? Donation means willingly somebody is putting some money into it, right? So that is, it may be from our society, it may be from the outside, and definitely it will be used for the development of the Mandir only. The earlier committee they have used it, definitely this committee will also use it. How the legality, definitely we will see to legality, right? But I also of the opinion that the said Danpedi should be there because I don't want that my fellow colleagues as well as I should be blamed. Whatever the money is coming over there, lying here and there, somebody is looking at us, and we are also very much afraid कि भाई हमको क्या बोलेंगे लोग, अरे ये क्या कर रहा है, किधर रख रहा है, क्या हो रहा है करके. So it goes to Danpedi, so it is always better, right? So let us find out the legalities. If suppose everybody says that we will continue with this for 1 more month, let us explore the possibilities of whatever the legal this is to be completed, legal formalities are to be completed for this. Let us complete it. We want to do so many things over here. So definitely, so I am of the opinion, let me express again, if the Danpedi should be continued at least 1 Danpedi or 2 Danpedi, and we are going to take opinion of say each and every individual, and we will be going by majority only. Thank you.
So all have
I have one question. We have started some ambulance services. Okay. And as per my knowledge, some fund was given by society for that ambulance. But no, I don't know.
So I think, you know what, this ambulance is, we have in the office, and the key was once handed over to us, but not the car. But whatever it is, what I'm saying is, so car kahan hai, this is the, I'm not sure, okay. As a secretary, I make a whole stand of mine. As a secretary, I say, I would like to do it legally, or else I'm not going to continue. This is my stand today. Reason is, okay, one thing is continuously doing illegal things. I remember we had this 12th December 2015 Black Day, where we actually drew away the ex-MC. Okay, 2013, remember all that day? I'm not sure how many of you remember it, but I remember it very hard because I know what it is. Okay, it is very easy for all the people around here to talk against, but when it comes to execution, there are only 2 to 3 people for the execution. It is very tough at that particular point of time. Now, doing it illegally today the members of illegality are good, tomorrow they may be bad, we have to deal with it. Okay, that's a decision you need to take. And please be crystal clear on that. Our MC is for running it legally. If you decide to make it trust, we support it. We support it. I'm saying, everybody decide to make it trust, MC will support it because it is legal. But we would not support anything illegal. And mind it about the sentiments. If 200 people are in the same sentiments of running it illegally, that is well and good condition. Okay, but those who want to run it legally will step down. That's crystal clear from my side. Okay, because if you remember when 2013 incident happened, I remember a mail from Vinay Upadhyay. I remember all the people. He said, don't blame Charanand, single person for all your deeds. Blame it is all you of you who have created him. Okay, and then that situation came. So it depends how we all are together as a majority. If in our majority we believe everything has to be run by a single handed person, and we like to have a trust in that, please go ahead. I'm not saying don't vote for it. It's the majority. And that's why I said we'll have paper vote, so each one of the votes will be confidential. So none of them will be blamed for whatever they're doing. Write your vote on the paper, we will collect it and I will announce the result. Okay?
एक प्रॉब्लेम आहे हे जर आपण पब्लिक साठी ओपन ठेवलं हे गेट तर सिक्युरिटी मध्ये लोक बोल राहतो आपण किती सिक्युरिटी टाईट केली इथून आता लोक येत आहेत क्रॉस करतायत तर आपण एक डिसाइड करा की इट इज ओनली फॉर सोसायटी फॉर पब्लिक
डिसिजन जो है ना इट इज नॉट लाइन बिकॉज इट इज रन 6 years this way. All the decision is not made in the general body meeting. We have to go for the police station for multiple times where they said that you are shutting the device. And if the gate remains closed and something happens, he has given a warrant against us.
माझं काय म्हणणं हा मुद्दा माइंडमध्ये ठेवा कारण आता वेरी सिक्युरिटी
we will do it.
आपण तिकडे टाईट केलं पण
already passed the resolution. We have told police that we are going to close it, but police have verbally told us they have not given us return. We'll slowly, step by step, we'll do it.
We'll do it. And trust MC, within 1 month and within 1 year, if you have created so much change, if you continue for 3 years, you'll get it whatever it is desired to.
See, as far as legality goes, we have been listening so much. One sec,
Let's vote.
So option for the votes are
continuing, we need to write down.
options बता दो.
Donation box or no donation box.
Two options. No donation
box or no donation.
Basically, yes or legally or not illegal.
Yes, we are told that this is illegal. Keeping donation box.
we can't have a.
Okay, yeah, that's a valid option. No illegal or illegal.
Then again, suggest to me. See that option. Donation box.
We are running illegally.
Yes.
We are legal.
Yes.
नहीं वो वोटिंग नहीं कर सकते. लीगली इलीगली वोटिंग नहीं कर सकते.
वही पॉइंट है. ये लीगल कैसे हो सकता है? मंदिर है. मंदिर इलीगल है.
नहीं. वो मंदिर की बात नहीं. जस्ट वन वर्ड लीगली इलीगली. इलीगली हम लोग नहीं बोल सकते.
You are ready to say not illegally, but you are ready to say
So say either donation box or no
explore an option of trust. It remains that way. If everybody votes for legally and explore the option of trust, what are the implications and what it is, that will come into play. Donation, no donation, it is also fine. I'm okay because in no donation case, it is that will not also go for an option of trust.
MC is legal. That's why this subcommittee is also legal. It is not illegal.
Double standards that you have been fighting for. People say one thing in private, say another thing in public. They don't stand up for the wrong things. That is the problem.
If we are voting for donation box, opening the donation box, we write yes or no.
Not opening, containing the donation box.
Okay. Yes or no.
See, I give both options. You want those want to write legally, they can write legally. Those who
Donation box, no donation.
Option should be donation box, yes or no. If it is yes, then legally or non-legally, that will be the same option then. But initially, the option should be yes or no only.
Donation box, no donation box.
No donation box or yes donation. So now,
yes or no.
if he says donation box yes, you are saying that you are doing legally. We can't call general body again and again for the same issue because this is a burning issue and we always take the hit. So today
We have been suffering a lot on this.
If
We
you are
have had
thinking,
multiple rounds of police station.
if you think we have to do legally, then you have to do a trust. Now I think the better question is do trust or no trust.
Yes.
And if you say no trust, there is no question of donation box also. Okay? Doing a trust will also mean that we will call for some public interference also in this. So let me know what's the best question, whether it makes making a trust or not making a trust.
Yes, sir.
अरे माइक दो सर को माइक. give a mic.
So one thing, we go for legal and illegal. Okay? What does legal mean? Legal means that we will operate legally. Donation box will be closed up to that time till temple committee find a legal way out of it.
Okay.
Okay? And that they take whatever time they want. But till that time we will be run legally only. Illegally means forget the trust, we run as is as of today.
Right.
Okay? So let us keep it legal, illegal.
नहीं यार. I have
mandir is illegal? Wherever there is a mandir, there is a donation. How can you say it is illegal? It means you are giving a consent that mandir is illegal. No. Vinay, this question cannot be. Illegal and illegal words should not be there. It means we are in mandir.
Let's not open it to a long time. Let's keep it this way, donation and no donation. In case of donation, okay, it is illegal, that's what we are telling you.
Yeah, that's clear. That's clear.
Yeah, you don't write it, I am okay. We don't support it. It is donation if you write, it is illegal option as of today, because it is unregistered. So let us take the voting as of today.
Right.
Tomorrow if you want to revive it, after 6 months we can revive it. Okay? So as of today, there is no trust. Now you just write an option, you want donation or no donation. Donation as per the NC is illegal and it is no donation box. So please just write down. So don't write legal, illegal, write donation box or no donation box.
Yeah.
Yes or no, Corona. Hello everybody. Without donation box also, what is happening is regularly we are collecting the money from the thali. And who is here? One person, Mr. Bhave or somebody, Mr. Bhange. They are collecting 300 to 500 rupees daily. So is it not good to put that money into donation box? We are saying legally, but then we are again collecting by 1 or 2 persons. Instead of that, if it will go to the donation box, all the committee can govern that. Even we are saying legally and we are collecting illegally.
So I think this point is taken. And for that my response was that this is a temporary issue. Don't make decision on a temporary issue. Now after telling that also the next issue.
Yeah.
So let us do whatever you feel right, please do it.
Yeah, this will go in less. Please vote donation box or no donation box. Based on that, we'll take a call. Please vote. And maybe yes or no. Yes.
लाइन बाय लाइन नाही ते कळलं नाही ना दुसऱ्या कशाचा वोट घेतलं ना बॉक्स घेतला दुसऱ्या कशाचा वोट घेतला कळलं नाही ना कशाचा हे सगळं
पहिले डोनेशन बॉक्स.
हां डोनेशन बॉक्स घ्यायचं असं घ्यावं लागेल डोनेशन घ्यायचं काय
Those who are staying in A and B and C and D, E, F, please come ahead first for voting. A, B, C, D, E, F. Sorry guys, you have to write donation or no donation box explicitly on this paper, okay?
Yes.
Don't write your house number, it is confidential. Please don't write, sign it or don't put your house number.
तुमचं नाव चेंज केलं सरांचं दुसऱ्या दृष्टीमधून घेतलं त्याच्यात तुमच्या 2015 त्याचे प्रिंट काढलं साधन दिलं होतं तसंच झालं
One more point we need to discuss and take over. Please don't go away.
Asian is not our place. Please
नेचुरल जस्टिस मेरे पास नहीं है। बोले पेपर भी ले लिए मेरा नेचुरल जस्टिस। एक ही भाई पेज मध्ये 16 दे। एका पेज मध्ये 16 एका पेज मध्ये। नहीं ते डोनेशन नहीं ना
ये आधे रखना थोड़ा दे
कारचं डोनेशन
कसं सुरू आहे बढिया
तिथून बढिया दिसते तिथं बसल्यानंतर मग बढिया वाटतं इथं जरा काम सुटतंय
ते मला कळत होतं आज चांगलं गरमागरम बरं वाटतं थँक्यू
अजून एक
पण आपण काय एक्सेप्ट करतोय कशी आली तर आपल्याला मग काय
आपलं जास्त चांगलं
Okay, next item is appointment of legal advisor. Okay, so since we took over, like when administrator was here, there was a decision taken to stop the commercials. So this decision was taken by general body in the presence of government administrator. Later on, when we basically took over the managing committee, we started implementing those policies. We have issued notices to the people who are running commercial. Some people have basically vacated the houses, but some people haven't vacated. So out of this 5 houses, 2 houses have given us a legal notice. And the arguments there are very surprising. I just read those out.
Which 2 houses?
Yeah, I will read it. So this is the legal notice sent by their advocate to managing committee. Dear sir, my client Mr. Shirusha. My client is Mr. Shirusha and Mr. Yasin Subaya is in the receipt of your house number आ रहा है पीछे है is in receipt. Hello. Is in the receipt of your notice dated 19/12/2015 and subsequent reminders have been placed the same in my hands with necessary instruction to pass following reply. That your notice have called upon my clients to stop the daycares of my clients running from rows number Q5 and F4/2. That my clients state that my clients started the aforementioned daycares from the same premises after obtaining all the requisite permissions as required under the including permission from then managing committee. That my client states that the activity of daycare is permissible under the bylaws of the society dated 21/10/2008. That my client states that it was only after the current managing committee came into place the oppositions against my client's daycare started. My client states that these oppositions are manipulated and society with the view to harass and pressurize my client to give in your illegal and illegitimate demands. My client further states that your notice passed the resolution arbitrarily and without taking cognizance of the bylaws of the society with the sole intent to pressurize my clients to give in your illegal and illegitimate demands. That my client states that your notice further harass neighbors of my clients, thereby forcing them to give false complaints under your pressure. That my client states that the activity of daycare carried out by my client is also beneficial to the children of the owners of the row houses in the society who are enrolled with my client's daycare. That my client states that it was after obtaining all the permissions, my client invested a huge sum of money in setting up a daycare center over a number of years for which the daycare has been running. It has generated goodwill for itself. My client states that at no point of time any complaint have been received about my client's activities in the past 1 year. With vested interest and the same is not binding upon my client. That my client further says that my client's activity involves constant care and development of children children and shutting down the activity may impact the children enrolled in my kind of students. By the way of this notice, you are thereby advised to refrain from initiating any legal action against my clients, and in case, despite of the amendments above, your notice chooses to do so, I have clear instructions to defend the same tooth and nail at the sole cost of consequence of your notice alone. Notice reply charges of ₹5,000 is placed upon you. Okay, this is one instance. Like in this case, our managing committee has not taken basically this resolution was passed as stated earlier in the presence of administrator and that was based on the complaints received by the neighbors. We are just doing our duty. We are following bylaws and issuing notices. This is one instance. There was another instance where lady from A1 has parked car wrongly. I called her, requested her for a week. Then on the SMS it says I will sue you in the court. This is second instance. Third instance, as you have seen for temple, when we wanted to take for temple, our old temple committee along with Mr. ex-chairman Mr. Charan went to police station and given that we have circulated on the WhatsApp that these people are doing illegally. हे नास्तिक लोक आहेत. त्याच्यानंतर गणपती या बसायची वेळ आली या अख्ख्या रस्त्यावर पिंपळामध्ये कुठेही पेंडल नव्हता. त्याच्यानंतर आमचे काकोले सर आणि कापसे सर सिनियर मेंबर यांनी फक्त त्यांना विचारलं की परमिशन आहे तुमच्याकडे दाखवा. त्यांना रिप्लाय दिला परमिशन माझ्याकडे मी दाखवा नाही तुम्हाला काय करायचं करा. त्याच्यानंतर आम्ही नोटीस तयार केली, पोलिसांना लेटर दिलं, PCMCला लेटर दिलं आणि RTOला लेटर दिलं. मिस्टर चरण आनंद वेंट टू पोलीस स्टेशन and filed a false police complaint. He said that मी त्यांची कॉलर पकडले, मी त्यांना दम दिला की काय करायचं तू कसा गणपती बघतो बस असता. आम्ही मॅनेजिंग कमिटीचे वीरेंद्र बंडकर, मी चंद्रकांत आम्ही इकडे होतो. सिनियर मेंबर आमचे त्यांना रिक्वेस्ट करत होते, चुकीची फॉल्स कंप्लेंट दिली. पोलिसांना आम्हाला बोलवलं दुसऱ्या दिवशी, आमची कंप्लेंट घेऊन घेतली नाही आणि उलट आम्हाला सेक्शन 149 च्या अंडर नोटीस दिली की तुम्ही दंगा कराल तर तुमच्यावर कारवाई होईल. आम्ही ऑफिसला जाणारे लोक आमचा स्वतःचा वेळ खर्च करून सोसायटीसाठी वेळ देतो. आमच्या ऑफिसचे काम असतात, दोघांचं एज्युकेशन असतं, आम्हाला हे असे रिकामटे धंदे करायला वेळ नाही. त्याच्यामध्ये आम्हाला पोलीस कंप्लेंटमध्ये अडकवायचं. याच्या आधी मिस्टर चरण यांनी ऑफिसमध्ये मला दम दिला होता की तू माझ्या नावे जमा कर. तुमची मॅनेजिंग कमिटीची मीटिंग चालू होती. त्याच्या आधी फोनवर त्यांनी मला शिव्या दिला. मी पोलिसात गेलो नाही. आम्हाला सोसायटीच्या गोष्टी सोसायटीच्या आतमध्ये सॉल्व्ह करायच्या होत्या. पोलिसांनी चक्कर काढणे आम्हाला जमणार नाही याचा फायदा उठून त्यांनी पोलिसांमध्ये कंप्लेंट केली. आता जर सोसायटी या सगळ्या आम्हाला सपोर्ट करत असेल, लिगली काय हेल्प करत असेल तर मी कंटिन्यू, अदरवाइज मी हॅव टू डिसाइड.
तुम्ही इलिगल काम करूच नका ना. माझ्याकडे सांगतो परमिशन आहे. रोडवर कोणी बसवतो पूर्ण सिटीमध्ये रोडवर खेटून म्हणतो बसवतात. तुम्ही लोक मला काय अडवता आणि शिव्या तू दिले तुम्ही हात बोलतो तुम्हाला शिवी देतो
मी सांगतो काय ऍक्च्युली घटना झाली. काय घटना झाली, सेक्युरिटीवाल्याने सांगितलं सर विचार सामान वगैरे घेऊन पडायला लागले आणि विचारलं काय तर म्हणजे की या ठिकाणी मंदिर आहे, मी गणपती इन्स्टॉल होणार आहे. मी आल्यानंतर चरण पिठा ठिकाण म्हणजे चरण काय चाललं ते मी गणपती थांबा मला हफ्ता आमचा आपला गणपती आहे तिकडे नाही थांबा जो करना करो यार तू आपका कुछ परमिशन तो होगा. हाँ परमिशन है जेब में है दिखाऊंगा नहीं जो करना है करो इसी तरह आहे. आणि मी काय आणि नंतर त्या ठिकाणी जाऊन आम्ही म्हटलं नंतर मी काय केलं माझी स्कूटर तिथे ठेवली. म्हटलं त्या लोकांना म्हटलं ऐका मी त्या लोकांना सांगितलं तुम्ही काम सुरू करणार. ते लेबर बेचारे ते म्हणले ठीक आहे पण सेरांनी काय केलं जाऊन आमच्या इथे कंप्लेंट आणि कॉलर पकडली दमबाजी केली. कॉलर पकडायची मी एक असं पकडली असते आणि कॉलर पकडण्यासाठी एक पण नव्हती मला जरूरत नव्हती. फक्त त्याला पोरेट विचारलं हे काय चाललंय तर माझ्याकडे आहे बघा किती मगरुरीची भाषा माझ्याकडे आहे दाखवणार जे म्हणजे करणार. पण ही वॉज इन्व्हायटिंग चॅलेंजिंग की आम्ही काहीतरी बोलावं पण आम्ही शांत होतो. आणि तुम्हाला खरं सांगायचं ही फॅक्ट आहे. आणखी दुसरं कंप्लेंट चंद्रकांत आणि चेअरमॅन ही इथं उभं होते 15-20 फूट त्यांचं पण नाव आलं की त्यांनी पण दम भरली. किती खोटे पण आणि आम्हाला पोलिसांनी काय केलं आम्ही दुसऱ्याशी गेलो कंप्लेंट करायला. पोलिसांनी आमचं स्टेटमेंट घेतलं नाही. 149 आम्हाला दिले की आता मंदिर आहे जर काय जर तुम्ही अरेस्ट येऊ ठीक नाही. मला त्यांनी सांगितलं त्यांनी की त्यांनी हे पण सांगितलं मारलं म्हणतो ठीक आहे यार तू खुद बोलता मैं पिट गया तो पिट गया भाई मैं इस एज में अगर किसी की पिटाई कर सकता हूँ गलत है ना ये बात नहीं बोला.
हेलो आनंद जी, इस सोसाइटी में आनंद जी जाता रहेगा आनंद जाता है. सोसाइटी वही का वही है लेकिन इस तरह की बात आपस में ये अच्छी नहीं लगती है. जो भी ये बात अच्छी नहीं लगती है ये कोई भी समझदार आदमी इसको अच्छा नहीं
मैं अगर झगड़ा करने वाला मुझे किसकी जरूरत नहीं कंप्लेंट की हाँ मैं अकेला काम नहीं सकता
अभी एक 8 दिन पहले मेरा मंडप वाला यहाँ आया था मंडप बनाने के लिए मेरे पास सब लीगल परमिशन लिया था ठीक है इन्होंने इमीडिएट उसको मंडप वाला बना दिया ठीक है
आप क्यों नहीं दिखा रहे कुछ क्यों नहीं दिखा रहे मेरे मंडप वाले यहाँ से भगा दिया ठीक है अभी गणपति के 2 साल हुआ कंप्लीट हुए आप लोग मान रहे हैं 3 साल तक एक ही जगह पे गणपति जी को बिठाया जाता है सबको मान रहे हैं ये ज्येष्ठ लोग इनको हमसे ज्यादा मालूम है फिर भी गणपति बापा के 2 साल कंप्लीट होने यहाँ मंदिर में कोई भी गणपति बापा की स्थापना नहीं करता है एक बार जिस मूर्ति की स्थापना हो जाए वो विसर्जन नहीं कर सकते लेकिन इन लोग इलीगल काम कर रहे हैं वो सब ओके चरण आनंद वहां सारी इधर से बैठे बकवास कर रहे हैं वो चलेगा आपने सुना नहीं क्यों आप मेरे पास थे आप ये कुछ कम देने में लगे थे लेकिन इन लोग क्या कर रहे हैं हम कुछ नहीं दिया कुछ नहीं दिया आपने जो रिक्वेस्ट था जो सडा तुम्ही कमिटी सडा माझी कमिटी वाला करणार तुम्ही सांगितलं बोगस कमेंट केलं चॅलेंज करा बोगस कमेंट करा
लीगल ओपिनियन चॅलेंज घेतो
घ्या लीगल ओपिनियन किती घ्यायचं किंमत घेतो ना
बाजू आम्ही सांगितले
याच्यासाठी फक्त इगो प्रॉब्लेम साठी सोसायटी वाल्यांना मॅनेजमेंटला काय पाहिजे होतं ऐका इगो प्रॉब्लेम साठी काय ऍक्च्युअली झालं ते इगो प्रॉब्लेम सोसायटी है आपकी पूजा की बाकी सब बाहर की पूजा बात देखो ये क्या गणपति भगवान की पूजा होती क्या किस तरह भगवान की पूजा करते हैं
Okay. So this is the opinion shared by Mr. Sinha, Mr. Kiran and then thing. But here we are not running any personal grudges with anyone. And this is to challenge Mr. Sanjay Rangutwar, a person who came to my house and says that we have in this election we have to get Charan down. He came specific to my place and then he did that. So here there is nothing about any person getting down, any person not getting down. The question is, none of you have asked why you put a pendant outside. Anybody asked?
I asked it. I said just my
Is it a concern for you or not a concern?
It is not required. We have the Ganesh plan.
Okay, but none of them you are working on the end result. कि उसने क्या कि क्यों कंप्लेन किया, ये किया, वो किया. This is the problem with our process. We are not answering the, we are not questioning the right things. We are questioning on the end results. This is what I don't want. What's the use of fighting? Because anybody can go and complain, false complain that you got my collar and you got my collar. But see what is the incident. Okay, putting bundle there in front of society, our own member. Don't you think anybody will object it? Don't you think within ourselves we will object it? Unless until he gives the society a letter saying that I have a reception, kindly don't interfere into this. He has not done that. Okay. So what I'm saying is we don't question the right things, and that is let's see what happens. But that's a problem. We actually see the way case was. We went to people to take signature. People also said that Anil ne Charan collar pakda tha. But why it is that way? Why it is that way? Why should we fight? We don't want to become a martyr in this whole thing.
क्या बोला था?
क्या? क्या? नहीं छोड़ो नहीं सर.
छोड़ो नहीं छोड़ो नहीं.
If things are going well, if things are going well, we have 20 people for anything.
ऐसा नहीं होता हम
तो मैंने नहीं सर.
पुलिस स्टेशन हमने गए. पुलिस स्टेशन हमने गए.
तब नहीं आया कोई
10 बार हम पुलिस स्टेशन गए 10 बार
Things are going personal because you are looking at that. I'm telling you are looking at.
I'm not blaming you, Vinay. Wait. I'm not blaming you or MC or anybody. Here, what is happening is गणपति बिठाने का था, right? Okay. इधर बिठाया या अंदर बिठाया. What was the problem? No. That's what I'm saying.
एक मिनिट विनय माझं नाव एक प्लीज ऐका माझं नाव घेतलंस तू म्हणून मी तुला रिप्लाय देतोय मी तुला भेटलो यस मान्य करतो कशासाठी कारण त्यावेळेस मी आणि माझ्यावर आणखी 2-3 लोक आपल्या इथं सोसायटीच्या कन्व्हेन्स लीडसाठी सुरू केलं होतं फाईट आठवत आहे तुला आठवत असेल तर सगळेजण आठवून बघा शांत बैस तू 2 मिनिटं शांत बैस त्यासाठी तुला येऊन भेटलो होतो मी तुला नाही कॉलेजच्या प्रत्येक जणांच्या घरी आलो होतो तुमच्या घरी पण गेलो तुमच्या बाबांना पण भेटलो होतो मी सगळ्यांना भेटलो होतो जाऊन घरी प्रत्येकाचे डॉक्युमेंट कलेक्ट केले होते मी तुझ्याकडे चरण आनंदला पाडण्यासाठी आलो नव्हतो मी आता आणि ऐक आमदार ऐकून घे पूर्ण तेव्हा इलेक्शनची काही संबंध नव्हता. आपला एकच पॉइंट.
You sit down. You sit down.
No, you have to listen to me.
You have.
Because no, hold on. I've been holding on for last half an hour. You asked me to keep quiet. Why did you say that?
इसको बिठाओ
मेरे को चुप करने का बोला तुमने. Give me the mic. बात को गलत करता है उसको चुप कराने का. मैं कुछ बोलना चाहता था, मेरे को चुप क्यों करवाया?
आपका कन्वेंस डेट का सब ठीक था, ठीक है. आफ्टर दैट यू आर डिसेप्टेड फ्रॉम द ग्राउंड जीरो, ठीक है. दिस गाय नीड अ होल ऑडिट एंड नो रिपोर्ट. डबल स्टैंडर्ड मैन. हाउ डू यू रन द सोसाइटी?
Why do you say that there is no report? How do you say that? The whole society was there whether the report was released or not.
So just hold on. I am telling you this double standard is my problem. That's it. Okay, it's my problem.
Double standard.
This is a double standard problem.
Please listen here. Actually, this is society meeting. So all respected members are here. ये हम थोड़ा पैनल सुनने के लिए नहीं बैठे. सुनेगा अभी तुम्ही सांगितलं. मला आपण ज्या उद्देशाने बसलो थोडं लँग्वेज आपण दोन्ही सांगितलं. तुम्ही this is not expected in any kind of meeting, right? So instead, please, थोड़ा सा लैंग्वेज साथी
ये क्या हो रहा है? Let me tell you. He's getting a personal fight with everybody. Now he is sitting
चिल्लाता गुस्सा होता है तो उसको समझने की कोशिश करिए. उस पे और दो आदमी मत चिल्लाना शुरू करिए. यहाँ पे जवाब दे रहा है. गुस्सा दिखाया मैंने बात कहने दीजिए प्लीज. यहाँ पे हम टाइम बहुत प्रेशियस है और इसी में सोल्यूशन निकालना है. यहाँ लड़ाई झगड़ा नहीं करना है. उसको मैं रिस्पेक्ट करना चाहती हूँ, इसलिए बोलती हूँ हम सब ह्यूमन बीइंग है. कहीं ना कहीं पे आके आदमी जो है ना तोड़ देता है तो हो जाता है. यही में पता चलता है कि हम इंसान हैं. उनको बोलने का मौका दिया जा रहा है. प्लीज उनकी बात कंप्लीट करने का मौका दीजिए और सुनिए.
संजय मला फक्त एकाच उत्तर दे. लास्ट मीटिंग मध्ये तू म्हणतास की why you are doing a personal corrective challenge.
अशी बात बोललो नाही तू.
माझ्या रेकॉर्डिंग आहे. And if I prove that, I will share it. And I do a fix. Is it okay?
जो संजय बोले वो ट्रस्टी को बोला है. ठीक है.
So apologize. I'm sorry that I acted. Sorry. So now let's come to the main point. Sorry. I do sorry. Please. The agenda is we are placing a fact that we require a legal advisor to fight all these cases. We don't have time to do that. And this is what you place in front of you all, that we will hire an advocate to fight all these cases. Because there are a lot of issues. Once you run the society office, you will realize there are a lot of issues. And for that we require a legal advisor, and he will actually run our case. And that's why we require approval for this for an advocate.
We are with that for the no show with that.
Okay, next. So I'll take it as because this we want people support. legal लड़ाई तो करेगा. अगर लोग हमारे साथ हैं, हम क्या सोसाइटी खास करेंगे? नहीं.
go ahead with that. There's nothing is there. Voting हो गया, अभी vote हो गया. Voting हो गया, majority कर लिया.
Next is start disposal. Those who are supporting, like take the video at a time. Those who are supporting legal advisor, please raise your hands. Yes, it is approved.
See, the way I see it going, you have a legal advisor, file a case against one of the members, maybe that person
We are not. We are defending ourselves.
One second.
We are just defending ourselves.
Let me finish. See, again that person will go, he will try to defend himself. Okay, we don't want it.
I don't want also. So what I want? Are you talking to children and ask them why file the case?
Are we trying to get your create a vacuum?
We are not. Who went to the police station? Who went to the police station multiple times?
One second.
We are just defending ourselves.
One second. See, somewhere all of us, or both sides, I see that both sides are stepping across to fight. They are in an offensive mode.
No.
Okay, one second.
So, Rajiv.
One second.
Rajiv.
One second.
There is no both side in this particular whole thing. I'll tell you again and again. There is no both side. One guy is running, trying to looking at the bylaws and running it. One guy is not interested in bylaws. He is running it as is. Okay? We don't have any personal grudge with Charanand. Today, he says that I am going to run as whatever legally is possible. He's most welcome in our committee.
No.
Are you assuring it?
See, listen.
Are you assuring it?
One second.
Look,
Just answer one question. Forget Chalana. Any XYZ person was setting up a tent on the road. Okay? It's being done on the road. What right do you or I have to go and say, don't put a tent here?
It is.
Yes,
we can go and file a police complaint. Let me tell you what.
You are right to ask. You are right to ask to put anything in front of your own society gate. You actually have a chairman has a right, but anybody has a right to ask. Right to ask.
Let me tell you where I'm coming from. I have seen n number of times. I have seen cars parked in front of our gate. Okay, and when I tell the watchman, यहाँ पर गाड़ी क्यों खड़ा है? साहब ये रोड पर है, हम नहीं जानते. Okay, so that's what the answer comes to me. I believe that the security that we have had has the backing of all of us. Okay, committee supports it. We support the committee. So we support that. ठीक है, road पे है वो हमारा concern नहीं है. Okay, so if there is something being done, see, it could have been the way things transpired. It could have been done in a different way. Okay, just think over it. I am saying fighting across this can get into endless road.
That is okay. What you are saying is okay. We don't have right in road, which we accept. But there is no point to go in the court case, go in the police station and file a case. Non-communicable case. Is there a point?
See, the society management committee. Society management committee asked somebody something. Okay, I am not naming a person here. He had an objection over it, right? There was no necessity of a police complaint. Why do you want to go to police for such petty things? Right? They have much other serious crimes to tackle off other than these things, right? So instead of going there, and let's say somebody abused someone, okay? He should have called 2-3 other guys. Oh, see, this is the problem. How do we solve it? There's no point in going to police.
The same thing could have been done from the other side also. Look, he's
See, so if I come and ask you something, right? If I come and ask you something, that was, आप ऐसा क्यों कर रहे हो? Okay, there is no point in going to police. मैंने आप सबको पहले बताया, मैं टेंट लगा पहले मैं टेंट वालों को भगा दिया। क्या यूज़ था? मुझसे पूछते भाई क्या हो गया क्या नहीं? मुझसे क्यों नहीं पूछा गया तभी? टेंट वाले बाहर मतलब क्या था? मुझसे पूछते उन्होंने बोला चरण नाम ने बोला आपको टेंट ला ले। सीधा बात करके मेरे से वैसे क्यों नहीं बात किया? और मैं पुलिस स्टेशन ले जाऊँ उसने मेरे को जाग के ऊपर लगा दी। उसको अगर ये है
दस भगवान के फोटो को हाथ रख के बोलो मैंने गाली दे दिया।
क्या गाली दिया बताओ?
मैं सबके सब लेडीज
आप कोई प्रूफ लाओ, तुम छोड़ो कोई प्रूफ लाओ कि मैंने गाली दिया।
अरे तुम्हारी कमेटी वाले की जो स्टूडेंट से बोला वो हरिश्चंद्र, जो चरण बोला वो
हरिश्चंद्र नहीं हूं, जो मुझे मैंने
मेरे को जो गाली दिया मैं कंप्लेंट तुम लगता है आगे मेरे को क्या है क्यों ऐसा हो गया तुम्हें बराबर नहीं आज सोसाइटी है कम्युनिटी है मेरा कम्युनिटी में कैसे बोलेगा झूठ बोलना है झूठ बोलते जाओ सब बताओ हरिश्चंद्र यूनिक कम्युनिटी हरिश्चंद्र सर नहीं है सर यूनिक कम्युनिटी मैं अकेला सोसाइटी चलाता था, मैं अकेला मंदिर चलाता था, चला नाना को टारगेट लिया था, वो कोई नहीं देख रहा इधर ये सब मैं बोलता हूं ना क्यों टारगेट को क्यों है मैंने एनओसी मांगा मेरे को एनओसी रोके 2 महीने से मेरा वहां कम से कम नहीं रोके 22,000 रुपए महीना नुकसान हो रहा है और कोई नहीं सोचेगा आपको मालूम है क्यों नहीं दिया एनओसी मेरे को मेरे पर्सनल एनओसी मांगा मैं कोई मैंने मेरे पर्सनल ग्राउंड से मांगा डी ऑडिट का जो केस है वो डीडीआर देखा क्या करना उसके ऊपर अगर हम देखिए
चरण सर एक बार who are within this whole team ready to form a team, okay, ready to form a team to discuss whatever the issues are going between the ex-management and management committee and take a legal break. Who among you all are ready to form a team unbiased?
It's not required, yaar. Let's stop it.
No, it has to stop one day, you know. पंडित सर ये जो बोल रहे हैं सर मैं एग्री करता हूँ एक बात से कि just because we are in committee we are not listening to him and when he comes into committee we will not listen to him, which is a valid point, okay. If you want a resolution,
I respect the managing committee. मैं खुद भी काम कर चुका हूँ. It's a thankless job. मुझे मालूम है. गालियाँ भी पड़ती है, सुनो. गालियाँ भी पड़ती है.
Sir, what it takes. I'm telling you again. What it takes.
एक आदमी सिर्फ चरण नाना नहीं है, सोसाइटी पूरा खराब है. वो करप्टेड, उसने करप्शन किया है. बाकी कोई नहीं. अरे ये क्या है? हर चीज चरण नाना को पर्सनली लेटर भेजा जाता है. ये है, वो है. गलत बात है.
ये पोस्ट तो आने वाला चरण लेटर.
चेयरमैन एकता जवाबदार है उसको. चेयरमैन अकेला जवाबदार नहीं है कमेटी का. पूरी कमेटी जवाबदार रहती है. कल विनय के ऊपर और स्टूडेंट्स को नहीं बोल सकते. जो कमेटी मेंबर उनका है वो कमेटी मेंबर मुझे रिक्वेस्ट मांग तो रिक्वेस्ट करके मांगा मुझे एनओसी नहीं दिया. तुमने दिया. अच्छा एक मिनट क्यों वो प्रॉब्लम है. ठीक है प्रॉब्लम है.
नहीं एक्चुअली वर्ड नहीं जा रहा. नहीं चरण सर अगर हम लोग एक अगर यूनिटी से काम करते हैं ना वी कैन एक्चुअली लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स.
हम लोग लीगल एडवाइजर किस लिए लिए थे मेन रीजन जो कमर्शियल के लिए दैट इज डिफरेंट. ठीक है
एक्चुअली लीगल आपके आगे नहीं है. व्हाई लीगल पे 10 लीगल एडवाइजर बता दो यार. मैं सच बोल रहा हूं. मैं पे लीगल एडवाइजर किसी
उसका वेंडेटा सेट करने के
संजय again you are doing the same thing. Last minute was doing the same thing. You can't do that.
Secondly, I have one question. Hello.
आम्ही शेजारी